January the 23rd, 2026. Guys, I hope everyone's prepped up for this weekend. And we may have another storm right behind this one before the 1st of February. So then that's not very many days away, is it? This is NOAA's latest forecast for the next 3 days. Notice your timestamp at the bottom today, Friday. And the snow is in the blue. The darker blues is where it's going to be the heaviest or more likely to have the heavy snow. You can see that throughout Colorado in the mountains. And of course, look at the lake effect snow. And the satellite images are amazing of some of the snow that's coming from this system. So you guys in there, be aware of this. Now let's go back to a few days ago when the major snowstorm was on the other side of the Pacific Ocean. Remember that? Now we're starting to see the effects of that same Arctic circle, guys, that Arctic vortex that circles around the North Pole. And the further it dips, the worse it is, especially, now this is going to go back to the hurricane season. We didn't get the cooling effects we needed in the Gulf of America. And it's showing up here in the red area. These are likely chances of thunderstorms, and then if it gets into a darker red, it's more likely. Your browns are ice. The darker brown is higher chance of it. And your purples, guys, are a mix. Again, the same thing here. Light purple is a light mix. Heavy purple is a chance of heavier precipitation in that area. Now let's step it through. And again, notice your timestamp at the bottom. This is going into Saturday morning. Now the ice is into Arkansas. See that again, orange is ice. This is going into Saturday evening. North Mississippi, you're starting to get it, and it is coated. This, again, remember the darker orange is the heavier chance of the most precipitation. Keep going. This is Saturday later. More ice into Mississippi. Northern Alabama, you're starting to get it. Tennessee, Arkansas, you're covered. Northeast or North Louisiana, again, a large section of Texas. New Mexico, you're in ice and a mixture. Now let's go into Sunday. It's going to get interesting. Right there, and this is early Sunday morning, and they're showing that the heat from the Gulf of America is pushing more moisture up, enough of it to actually keep the temperatures up Sunday morning to where we're going to be just getting rain through this section, guys, of Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, a good swath of Alabama. And the red lines is a chance of thunderstorms. We'll just have to wait and see. Usually they're not that bad in this temperature. We'll have to wait and see. And again, your snow is going from Arizona. See that? All the way to the East Coast. And again, I think this is going to be the most complete sweep is Sunday and going into Monday, because the ice is all the way to the coast of Galveston. Look at this. South of Houston through here. And this is the darker oranges, which is more likely to be heavier precipitation. And what's happening, and we'll look at it on a couple of other models, this tail right here is going to sweep up through here. It's going to move pretty quickly, but it's going to be ice. So we're not going to be all the way out of it. And it misses. We may get 2 to 4 hours of ice here in central Mississippi in our area. And let's check out this chart again today on the 23rd. Your green is rain mixed in the purple, mixed precipitation, heavy snowfall where you're seeing these lines right there. Freezing rain possible where you're seeing the red and purple lines, and then snow in the white. Again, you got some snow coming your ways, guys, off the Great Lakes here. But let's go into tomorrow. See the difference between today and the spread tomorrow. That puts it a little further south in the charts we were just looking at. You can see heavy snow from all the way from New Mexico up again to the East Coast, and then going into Sunday. You see this now, they're showing it sweeping through the south like I'm talking about. it stopped right when it was starting to freeze in Texas, and that the first graph that we saw did not go past that point. But this goes again into Sunday, and this is going to swing low, right through this area, guys. Again, 2 to 4 hours of it, and any amount of ice is going to just about 100% knock the power out. Now, unless we have some type of miracle, because it does it every time we have problems here. And it's all about prepping, right? We've been talking about this for 3 or 4 days, and we're going to talk about it for 3 or 4 more days. Now, let's look at these extended models for a moment. The purple glob, of course, is this cold weather that we're talking about and causing all of this mess. And here, this is showing, but it's got 2 involved in it. Notice your timestamp at the top. Here's our first one right here. That's the one that's starting and it's going to move across. Here's the second one coming right there. Look at that. That's a big wad. And what we're seeing is, because, again, we did not have the hurricanes, that a bunch of moisture, because the Gulf of America is a little too warm for this time of the year, is causing this. It's causing the moisture that's going to be involved with the cold front. Look at that, 2 back to back. Now, this one is just on the first storm, and it shows, and it moves pretty quickly there, and I'll pause it, but it skips. It's not a continuous flow. But you can see right there as it's coming into Sunday night how much further even this model is showing it dipping closer or further south towards the Gulf of America. Right there. We're looking at different models. Let's take a look at Dallas area for just a moment, guys. Friday evening here, Dallas, you're in rain. North of you from Graham, Sherman, Paris, freezing rain and sleet. Coming into Saturday morning, Dallas, Fort Worth, you are already now, in the morning, you're going to be in the freezing rain and sleet. The rain will be along the line from Killen, Waco, and Palestine. It says a mix of freezing rain and sleet across North Texas. Saturday afternoon and evening, the ice has creeped down past that even further. You see right here. Now Killeen and Palestine is in the ice. And then Sunday morning, you're back here, you're in the snow, Dallas, Fort Worth, Paris, Graham, Cisco, and the deadly ice. Now I say deadly because people are going to be in car wrecks, people are going to they're going to freeze to death if they're not careful. But again, Sunday morning, this is what we're going to be dealing with. Sunday night, it's going to sweep low. Now moving a little east, we did not have this much area in purple, which is extreme level 4 here in Louisiana and Mississippi, from Bastrop up through Greenwood. Then the significant level goes from Winnsboro up through Eupora. The elevated level of potential ice storms goes from Natchez to Columbus, and a limited level from down in Brookhaven through Philadelphia. And this just continues up, guys, through northern Alabama and getting into Tennessee. A lot of Tennessee, guys, you're going to feel this extreme level 4. Extended impacts from freezing rain and sleet. Numerous power outages are likely. Power outages may extend for multiple days. Roads will likely become very dangerous. Now, if you look a little further north of there, you've got winter storm warnings, and warnings are there in effect now. Extremely dangerous travel. This is North Mississippi. Here's Memphis, Tennessee. You can see from Aberdeen, Tupelo, you are in ice storm watches. All of this is going to be coming in through tonight and through Sunday. Of course, we will get the biggest impact Sunday and Sunday night, up to a 1/4 inch of ice. Now, that is plenty, guys, to knock down power lines and break limbs off trees. Looking at the national satellite images, it's amazing the amount of snow that's being generated in some parts of the Great Lakes right now. Again, this is a continuation of what happened across the Pacific in Kamchatka, Russia, just above Japan there, when they're basically snowed in. But if I zoom in on this, look at the centered line right there of lake effect snow. This is Lake Michigan coming in. So you guys are going to catch it through. You're used to it. But the entire section of Lake Michigan is almost nothing but lake effect snow. Now, backing out, water vapor loop, guys. It's very cold up here. You can see it. This is what's pushing down. You got a storm or low pressure system just off the California coast here that's going to be generating more moisture, and it's warm moisture. They've been talking about that, and you can see also coming up out of our Gulf, and it's going to be squeezed by the cold air here and being pushed up this way. So it's on, guys. Watch for updates. We're just going to have short ones, but more videos as we see updates coming and the hazards start to pop up, and critical timing as far as when the ice and sleet starts. We're watching it, guys. You watch it. It's a heads up. Be safe.